Oh my god, this weekend had it all for Assetto Corsa fans. First, the Nürburgring leaked the arrival of the Nordschleife for ACC a day early, then Kunos confirmed it on their channels with a trailer. Just to be followed by this press release from the Digital Bros giving the Nords DLC plus Assetto Corsa 2 a release date. The Season 2024 pack for ACC will release in spring of 2024, which actually pushes AC2 back to the summer of 2024 for early access. Safe to say fans lost their mind.
I knew it! I knew it!
So let's talk about it. What content can we expect from the new DLC next to the Nordschleife? Because there were already some leaks. Then of course, how good will the Nords implementation be, and why can't we expect too much from the early access of AC2? Let's dive in. Let's start all surrounding the Nürburgring Nordschleife and what we already know about the release. As I said, we can expect a new DLC, the Season 2024 DLC, to be released early next year in spring, so somewhere between March and June. Not as early as I was thinking the next DLC will drop, but to be honest, there seems to be a good reason for that. The DLC is not called the Nordschleife DLC, it's called the 2024 Season DLC. So we most likely can also expect updates from the 2024 season of the GT World Challenge. So we're talking about new liveries and maybe even some new cars. Like the new Aston Martin that is being built for the 2024 season, or the Mustang GT3, which is already confirmed for the new year. And who would be mad if we get the Corvette C06 GT3R as well? Although it's unlikely that it will compete in the GT World Challenge Europe. And I think the update won't stop there. I think it's highly likely that we'll also see the GT2 pack drop at the same time. Kunos already slipped that they are working on a GT2 pack back in July of 2022 at the 24 Hours of Spa-Francorchamps, and it's about time it sees the light of day. And there's even evidence for that, as Nordschleife pro Misha Sharudin, I hope that's how you say it, was visiting Kunos a couple of weeks back, starting the rumors surrounding the Nordschleife DLC. Now with the cat out of the bag, he uncensored his pictures from his visit in Italy, which shows a Porsche on track. But just like in crime shows, fans said, "Enhance!" and found out that the ventilation in the center console is fitting the one from the Porsche GT2 RS Club Sport. So Nordschleife, new liveries and maybe some cars, as well as a fully fledged GT2 pack? Sounds like the biggest ACC update ever. Of course, we'll be one of the first to review it, as we're also quite in close contact with Kunos. So if you don't want to miss out on that, leave a like and subscribe to Overtake, and ringing the bell also helps with that. And speaking of Misha, we can also dive into his first impressions regarding the DLC and why he thinks that Kunos is absolutely nailing it in terms of realism. So apparently, he still had a few points of criticism after his first couple of laps when it comes to the finer details of the track, and Kunos actually made an effort to correct all of those little inconsistencies in just a couple of days. I think Misha is that one guy that has the most laps on the Nordschleife out of everyone. So it totally makes sense to listen what he has to say. And he continues to say that the track is the most accurate on any sim out there on the market he's experienced. All of the most recent changes from last winter are there, including all the curbs, different patches of tarmac, and now even the way the trees grow. And apparently he was talking about the umbrella tree, which is covering a part of the track, which is dry in wet races or something like that, which is cool to see. That's the kind of details we want, right? And he continues to say that he's extremely excited for the update going public and that he wants to improve his driving skills with it over the winter. Rosy prospects for all ACC fans. But what about AC2? It's getting postponed because of that, isn't it? Yes and no. You see, the press release clearly states that the targeted release is being moved back from spring to summer, but that might even be a good thing. Just have a look back in time at the early access of ACC and Assetto Corsa 1. ACC's early access only featured the Nürburgring GT track and the Lamborghini Huracan GT3 as a playable vehicle. There was no online support, and next to hot lapping and AI racing, no features were implemented yet. The same goes for Assetto Corsa 1, that launched into early access with only a handful of cars and tracks and was rather a demo of what's to come in the future. Sure, Kunos has grown quite a bit as a company since then, but keep in mind that nailing physics, graphics, car models and tracks is a hell of a task to achieve. So my bet is that Assetto Corsa 2 will see the light of day quite bare bones, and that it will need time to grow, just like the first one. So giving it 3 or 4 extra months might be a good thing in the long run, and will mean that the first version of the game will have a bit more meat on its bones. But the key point is, enjoy ACC. Be excited for the new content dropping soon, and don't worry too much about AC2's early access. Sure, I'll be all over it as soon as it drops, but for now let's enjoy ACC, let's have fun on track on the Nordschleife and see if that GT2 pack is actually part of the DLC as well. What are you looking for the most? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you want to learn more about the aforementioned GT2 pack, have a look at this video I made in July 2020 about all the cars that will be included. But that's it from me today. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you next time around. Cheers!